Blackmail and extortion in the construction sector continues to be a concern. The city of Cape Town is today launching the Enough, Genoeg, Kwanele campaign. The city mayor says demands for protection fees from local extortionists are impeding both basic service delivery and major infrastructure projects. eNCA's Ayesha Ismail following that story for us. She joins me live now. Thank you, Ayesha, for your time. Just give us an update on this story.
So we went to one of the projects that was severely affected by extortionists, and that was in Khayelitsha. It was a My City depot that has been on hold for quite some time. The mayor of Cape Town, Jordan Lewis, saying that with the added security, they're now able to continue or resume with that project to provide My City services to the people of Khayelitsha. What we also heard that hundreds of millions of rands worth of City of Cape Town projects have either been put on hold, have been stalled, had to be cancelled due to threats of extortion. And with what the mayor referred to as almost 11 billion rands worth of projects in the pipeline, they're now hoping that they would be able to continue with those projects, because these projects that have been put on hold include service delivery, it includes the building of houses, it includes also major infrastructure, and these are projects that are meant for people in need. This is what the mayor of Cape Town had to say at the Khayelitsha My City depot earlier today.
The victims here are particularly the poor residents of Cape Town, residents here in Khayelitsha who need this bus station, this wonderful My City station that is going to be up and running in a few years' time, but as quickly as possible we want it to be done. We've got a record 11 billion rand infrastructure budget this year, more contractors, more construction sites than ever before. But with that, we've seen a huge spike in the attempts to extort our city contractors. And even, as you said in your introduction, service delivery, where it's normal waste collection, even there, attempts to extort our teams. So it really is a problem. We've done a lot internally. We're spending tens of millions more on security costs. We're starting new law enforcement units, you name it. But the point of this campaign is to go out to the public as well and say we have to come together as a city to protect our services, to protect our infrastructure projects, our housing projects. We have to come together. This is an attack on all of us as a community. This is an attack on every resident who desperately needs services. So I want us to come together as a city and fight this together. We are offering very high rewards. We are offering totally anonymous call line, a tip-off line. We will protect your anonymity, absolutely. But let's come together and fight this together so we can get great projects like this all over the city off the ground.
Of course, we know, Ayesha, it's not just, these projects that are being halted. It's also service delivery, like you mentioned. And a few weeks ago, we heard of another case where, service delivery workers were threatened with their lives were threatened as well. Are they welcoming this launch of this project? And will they now feel safer going into these communities to collect waste when it comes to that? And also, what does the community say? Are they welcoming this?
Well, because the service delivery, and as you're referring to waste collection, has been put on hold for a very long time, people in those affected areas are very happy that finally they will be having cleaner streets. And I think that also the company that has been hired to do this would probably also expect to have private security as well as security provided by the City of Cape Town. Just yesterday, for instance, in Langa, we had 2 security guards being shot dead, albeit this a private company that was being escorted into Langa. That courier company was then in the process of being robbed. The 2 security guards escorting them then went to their assistance, and they were shot and killed yesterday in Langa. So this just goes to show how serious the problem is. But then again, instead of the City of Cape Town spending tens of millions of rands to provide security in order for services to be delivered, it makes absolutely no sense, because that money could be used to provide more services and to build more houses for those in need.
Exactly. It is good that something is being done. It's a problem that's been coming on for years now, actually. So it is good to see something is being done so that these construction projects can continue and that people feel safe and have cleaner streets, like you just mentioned, in those areas. Thank you so much for that update, Ayesha Ismail. Of course, the Enough, Genoeg, Kwanele campaign launched today in the mother city to, of course, keep extortionists at bay.